get things started. Ready? Go!
Hello and welcome to Bounding into Comics. My name is John Trent. I'm the founder and editor-in-chief at Bounding into Comics. Today we're going to talk about the Obi-Wan Kenobi show, and I'm going to give you 4 moments from Star Wars history that proves that Obi-Wan Kenobi knew that Darth Vader was alive before the events of the Obi-Wan Kenobi show. So I wrote this article last week. We're going to take a look at it here today. As you can see here is the headline, 4 moments that show Obi-Wan Kenobi knew Darth Vader was still alive before the Obi-Wan Kenobi show. If you haven't been watching the Obi-Wan Kenobi show, one of the main plot points for the Obi-Wan Kenobi Disney Plus series is the revelation that Obi-Wan Kenobi does not realize that Darth Vader survived their battle on Mustafar, and he only discovers that Vader's still alive when he's informed by the Inquisitor Reva on the planet Daiyu, while attempting to rescue a kidnapped Princess Leia. In the show's second episode, Reva taunts Kenobi as she hunts for him in a hangar bay. She says, "I'm just going to take you to him. Lord Vader will be pleased." It's at this moment the show reveals that Kenobi didn't realize Vader was still alive, as after a brief shot of Kenobi's emotions upon hearing Reva's taunting, it returns to Reva, who, reading Kenobi's mind or emotions, says, "You didn't know? He's alive, Obi-Wan. Anakin Skywalker is alive." And then here you go. Here you can see her saying Lord Vader will be pleased. However, this is a canon-breaking change to not only the original Star Wars film, but Return of the Jedi, as well as Revenge of the Sith. Kenobi knew he did not kill Vader on Mustafar, and that he was still alive. So here are 4 moments from Star Wars A New Hope, Star Wars Return of the Jedi, and Star Wars Revenge of the Sith that make it abundantly clear that Obi-Wan Kenobi knew that Darth Vader was still alive well before he was informed of the matter by Reva on Daiyu. So here's number 1, Star Wars A New Hope. This is the original Star Wars film. In the original Star Wars film, after Obi-Wan Kenobi rescues Luke Skywalker from the Sand People, Luke asks Kenobi how his father dies. Kenobi responds, "A young Jedi named Darth Vader, who was a pupil of mine until he turned to evil, helped the Empire hunt down and destroy the Jedi Knights. He betrayed and murdered your father. Now the Jedi are all but extinct." So clearly here, Obi-Wan Kenobi knows that Darth Vader was still alive and that he was the one who was hunting down and destroying the Jedi Knights. And he also obviously lies to Luke here, or from a certain point of view, tells him that he betrayed and murdered your father. We'll go to that part where he kind of explains that in Return of the Jedi. But I think this clearly shows that Obi-Wan Kenobi knew that Darth Vader was still alive before the events of Obi-Wan Kenobi, because he's talking about how Vader killed Anakin and then went off and hunted down and destroyed all of the Jedi Knights and helped the Empire to do that. And then here he added Vader was seduced by the dark side of the Force. So number 2, Return of the Jedi. In Return of the Jedi, Luke confronts Obi-Wan about the story he told regarding the death of his father. He also specifically asks him about who the other is that Yoda mentioned. Kenobi tells him, "The other he spoke of is your twin sister." Luke then replies, "But I have no sister." Kenobi explains, "To protect you both from the Emperor, you were hidden from your father when you were born. The Emperor knew as I did that if Anakin were to have any offspring, they would be a threat to him. That is the reason why your sister remains safely anonymous." So here, I think this one is probably the most clear. He says here, "To protect you both from the Emperor, you were hidden from your father when you were born." Clearly, Kenobi knew that Darth Vader was still alive if he knew that he hid Luke and Leia from Anakin when they were born. It's not just an implication, it's a knowledge that Darth Vader is still alive when he separated Luke and Leia and hid them from Darth Vader. Very clear here. Here's the third one, Revenge of the Sith. In Revenge of the Sith, following Kenobi's battle on Mustafar with Vader that left Vader significantly maimed, Padme gives birth to both Luke and Leia. She tells Kenobi right before she dies, "Obi-Wan, there's good in him. I know there's still," and then she passes away. This, to me, clearly shows that Padme still believes that Anakin and Darth Vader is still alive. She's clearly using the present tense here. And then, to me, if she's saying that Vader's still alive, Obi-Wan either informed her that he is still alive, or that he knows that he's still alive, or she can still sense him through the Force. She clearly knows that he is still alive. And one would assume that Obi-Wan does as well if Padme does. So this one might be a little bit of a stretch, but I think it's safe to assume that one can easily make the connection here. So this is also from Revenge of the Sith. Towards the end of Revenge of the Sith, Darth Sidious senses through the Force that Vader is in danger on Mustafar. After his battle with Yoda, Sidious says, "Tell Captain Kagi to prepare my shuttle for immediate takeoff. I sense Lord Vader is in danger." So for me here, it's hard to imagine that Obi-Wan Kenobi wouldn't be able to sense Darth Vader's life if Darth Sidious can sense that he is in danger all the way from Coruscant. So if Sidious can sense Vader alive and in danger on Coruscant when he's on Mustafar, I think Obi-Wan Kenobi can as well. So I think there's just too much evidence here that really shows that Obi-Wan Kenobi knew that Darth Vader was still alive. And so these 4 moments make it very clear that Obi-Wan Kenobi knew that Darth Vader was still alive following the battle on Mustafar. Kenobi has significant knowledge about Vader hunting down and killing the Jedi after he was seduced to the dark side that he released to Luke in the original Star Wars film. Clearly knows he's alive. He then informs Luke in Return of the Jedi that he and his sister were separated at birth to hide them from his father. This makes it clear he knows that Vader didn't die on Mustafar as soon as Luke and Leia were born because they had to be hidden from him. If he thought he was dead, he wouldn't need to hide them from him. Finally, Padme tells Kenobi that there's still good in Vader as her dying words, meaning she still thinks he's alive following the battle on Mustafar. In fact, after their battle on Mustafar, but still while on the planet, Padme asks Kenobi, "Is Anakin all right?" Kenobi doesn't answer, but it's, I think, again, safe to assume that he eventually answered her as she tells him with her dying words that there's still good in him, a clear implication that she either knows or believes he's still alive. And then again, just to reiterate here, this idea that Kenobi did not know that Darth Vader was still alive following their battle on Mustafar is one of the many story inconsistencies created by the Obi-Wan Kenobi show, and more than likely one of the reasons why the show has the worst audience scores of any Star Wars show on Disney+. So just going to kind of leave it there. What do you make of this massive story problem regarding Obi-Wan Kenobi's knowledge of Darth Vader being alive? Did I miss any other moments from Star Wars that show that Obi-Wan Kenobi knew that Darth Vader was alive? So just let me know. Leave your comments below. Let me know what you've been thinking about the Obi-Wan Kenobi show. I've made my thoughts abundantly clear. Reviewing the first four episodes, I think it's probably one of the worst pieces of Star Wars content ever created. Actually, I think it is the worst Star Wars piece of content ever created. It's even worse than The Last Jedi. But let me know what you think. My name is John Trent, and you've been watching Bounding into Comics.